Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I am just sitting down relaxing for a second because it has been a wild day here. I did a grocery pickup. I've got another one a child is doing for me right now that I'm going to show you all of it. We bought our groceries for the whole month, and I'm still going to run into Costco too, which I don't do very often. So I'm going to show you everything we've bought to feed our family for the whole month of, what month is this? April. I didn't even clean off my table, so you're gonna see a lot of homeschool books, everything. But we got 2 huge bags of apples. These are 5-pound bags of apples, so 2 of those. 4 bags of these little cuties, and these are also 5-pound bags. And then we got 1 bag of limes. I just love using fresh limes. Last night, Micah, my 15-year-old, he made us dinner. He took some chicken breasts that I had thawed, and he made, with fresh lime juice on top of them, he fried them with some other spices. But it was so good, and it's the lime juice that really just kicked it up a notch. So I love finding ways to use lime. So lots of fruit there. I'll put as much as I can on the table, and the rest will go into our garage fridge until the table stuff starts getting low. We go through 1 or 2 of these a month only, where we used to eat a lot more than that of applesauce, but it is really nice to have it on our pantry shelves because it's fruit that is, you know, shelf stable. And I'm not canning apples myself. I don't have an apple tree. No sugar added is our favorite, and we find ways to use it here and there for snacks or something. We have been buying a box of these every month, and it's sure helpful. Okay, we got a big box of pull-ups. I have someone in those at night, and a big box of diapers because I have someone in those still. And I got a big bag of toilet paper, but I usually buy 2 of these. And so I went back and looked, and how did I not buy 2? I did buy 2. They only gave me 1. I paid for 2. I checked. So I called them, and Luka is picking that up right now. This second one, they're like, no problem, we'll give it to you. Come on over. This is a hat from Jamaica. It has nothing to do with my grocery haul. These are some baby wipes. Like to keep plenty of those. See, right now I have 1 box that's half gone, and I have another full box. So this is just going to the storage. Make sure I have plenty ahead. 3 bunches of bananas, 2 big bags of oranges, and under here I have 2 bags of avocados. So one thing I've started doing a lot different is I just put my avocados straight to the fridge. I never used to do that, but it really helps them get ripe slower, and it's more likely that we don't have them go bad when I do that. So fruit on the table, avocados in the fridge. I really like that method. Honestly, I could buy a lot more of these and we'd eat them, but you know how it goes. These are expensive. They're not cheap. We're going to Kenya soon, and we will eat all the avocados there because they're in abundance. Oh, I hope it's avocado season. It's probably not. Anyway, romaine hearts. I've been making salads a lot, and we put these on sandwiches or on tacos or whatever. Got 4 things of lunch meat. I forgot to buy this last month, but it didn't matter. It saved me money not buying it last month, and I always put these straight to my freezer. We pull out about 1 a week, but sometimes we don't have a full one for a week, or we just have a week where we don't eat lunch meat at all. So that works out pretty well. I had plenty extra in my freezer because I generally buy 4 a month and stick them straight in there. That way I never have lunch meat go bad. And like I said, it's building up a storage slowly when we skip a week. And that allowed me to skip last month completely. Got a couple things of pepperoni. I do the same thing with this. I'll just pull it out for pizza night. We don't use a whole thing for pizza night. So then the next day or 2, they'll put it on tortillas, which I didn't have to buy this much because I had plenty from last month left over. But tortillas with cheese and pepperoni, stick it in the microwave or in the toaster oven. These are something I did pick up last month, mid-month, when I was getting fruit. I picked up a couple bags of these because you guys had told me to try them there. I had bought some good quality, like healthy, pretty healthy ingredients on Amazon, but they were almost $1 for each one of these, where these are half the price. They're normally $15 for this bag of 24. So it's like closer to $14, I think. So it's closer to 50 cents for each one. Closer, not quite. But today they were on sale for $10. So we got 1 of the beef and 1 of the turkey. I think the turkey tastes a little better, but my kids and my husband and I all liked both of them. Mangoes. We love mangoes. This is another thing we will eat, and hopefully in plenty in Kenya. But every year they go on sale. They're a good deal at Sam's Club, and so we got 2 boxes of those. we just like to do it when we can. They don't taste quite as good as the ones we eat in Kenya or overseas in tropical nations, but they're pretty good. They're not bad. The kids are already excited for me to be done filming this so they can eat some. We got 2 things of tomatoes. I didn't need potatoes or onions this month either because I have plenty of those, by the way. And then a couple bags of bacon crumbles. My grocery budget generally for a month is $2,000 right now. And that includes household products and everything. It has been very hard to even stay in that, even though I've raised my budget a lot. My total there at Sam's Club for all of this was $448, but that's because I bought 2 things that are coming to me online. Actually, a couple things. One was 2 things of soy sauce. It's a pretty big soy sauce. It's like needs a handle and everything. It is 64 ounces, each of them. So I bought those that will be sent to me. They didn't have them in stock. And I also bought the Bear Baked Crunchy Fuji Red Apple Chips. I've just heard really good things about those. I think we've tried them, but it's been a really long time, so it's just apple chips. They might be a really good snack for us. I'm not sure. This is where I spent most of my money, right here. And, oh, the meat, yes, all the meat. I also have some Sam's cash to apply to my order this time, which is like $200. I'm applying it because I need all the help I can get. And that's another reason we love shopping at Sam's, because we always use the credit card and then pay it off right away. And it builds up points, and we end up having like a free month of groceries every year because of it. Of course, we're spending a lot of money there. And we buy our fuel there a lot of times too. So all of that goes towards points, towards cash back, which really helps. So $448, but I'm applying $200 in cash back. Okay, I'm back, same day. My table's looking slightly better because there's beautiful fruit down the middle of it, but otherwise, we still got a lot of homeschool over here. I have our Azure Standard order, and I have some really cool stuff to show you. I'm always excited about this one because I try out new things too, and I'll tell you what worked for us last month and what didn't, and what somebody told me I'm now unrelatable because I spent $5 per bag of chip. And I did it again, so maybe I'm making myself very unrelatable, but they are family-sized packs. These chips are really good. I told you guys last month I switched out our chips. We get like the restaurant style really cheap ones from Sam's Club, so I thought, well, let me try some with higher quality ingredients. These are organic, non-GMO, and a lot of you love this brand, Late July. We tried some of the flavored ones last month, loved them a lot. We eat kind of simple around here, and so as far as what I want to keep in stock, it's the plain tortilla chips for nacho night. And we do eat just about 2 bags or just less than that per nacho meal, so it actually ended up being a pretty good deal. We have a bunch left over from last month, even though we had chips twice, I think. Now, I think so there were only 4 bags out of the box last time. And now we just bought a new box. So I'd like to get my pantry to be stocked up with these. However, I am going to Costco later. And a lot of you told me to check it out. It's at Costco too. So I'll see if the price is any better over there. But there are 9 bags and it was $45. And that's what I was told. I was unrelatable. But you know what? They're for our dinner, so I don't know what to say. You can't win them all. We all have to make our own food decisions for our own family, and some things I choose cheaper, some things I choose what I consider to be healthier, some things I choose just because we like a lot. So I got a lot of fun things this time. I spent $950, almost exactly. $950. It was $949 with some change. And we got some of these. I put these straight into the freezer. I really like these. I'll eat one for breakfast or one for lunch, just plain, and it fills me up. And I love that they have cheese inside of them too, although a lot of you told me that you get some really good quality ones from Costco. So this is another thing, that Late July chips and this. I am going to price them out there. I'm sure these probably are cheaper at Costco or whatever version they have. Those might be the same. We'll see. I'm gonna find out. And if so, we keep a Costco membership, but we rarely go there. And so that might be a couple things I could start getting there. We got this thing of cream cheese. These I put straight into the freezer. I'll keep a few out. They do last a long time, and they don't have the gum in them. It's nice ingredients I can read and understand. And so I like them a lot, but they are a little more crumblier without that gum, just FYI. But yeah, there's 8 of them in that box. I did get the 10-pound box of lemons once again, so I will preserve most of these right away. by juicing them into ice cube trays and then saving those cubes, and then we'll make our own homemade lemonade, which I've told you guys about a few times now. I'm just getting prepped for summer, guys. And I think they were still a good price. In fact, I think I got them on sale, and that's why I decided to go ahead and get a box one more time so that we have plenty. I've still been restocking. In January when we were doing a pantry challenge, we totally ran out of coconut milk, so I bought, I think, 4 of these boxes already. So this is the last one. We've been eating it because we missed it, and they're very, very good. I've been loving their organic spinach. It's getting harder for me to find spinach at my grocery store, and I never find organic spinach, so I do a lot of this. We do make a Kenyan meal with it, sukuma wiki. But I also love putting it in sometimes smoothies, but mostly in quiche. I just make a quiche or a breakfast casserole a lot for dinner, and so it's nice to have plenty of that in the freezer. Next up is butter. I finally was able to get the grass-fed butter. They haven't had this for quite a while, but I always get my butter from Azure Standard these days, and so this whole box is grass-fed. When I find the grass-fed, it is more expensive, but it's good. Organic. Again, almost everything from Azure Standard is. I never used to care because I never used to have the money to buy organic. Now I'm trying to just buy simpler foods so that I can afford organic in my budget, you know? Give and take. All right, another thing that I have been getting here and there is a 5-pound bag of dried mangoes, but we love it so much. I'm competing with the little one, but the 5-pound bag, we can make it last about a month. The kids really love it. It doesn't really last a month. It lasts about 3 weeks, which is fine. It's no problem to go without it for a week. But I decided to go ahead and get the, how many pound? 30-pound bag. Can you imagine how many mangoes it took to put 30 pounds of dried mangoes? This thing is so heavy. There's 2 bags of them. I'm gonna put them in gallon jars, and we will have a lot of gallon jars. If we were eating 5 pounds a month before, 30 pounds should last us 6 months. And I did the math, and it is just way better. I thought, you know what? I buy the chocolate chips in bulk, and they last us 6 months plus. And then we always have them on the shelf. Why not do it this way with the dried mangoes? And like the last 3 or 4 days, we were totally out of fresh fruit before we went grocery shopping. The kids are so excited to see fresh fruit come in, but they were eating dried fruit, applesauce, and bowls of frozen fruit out of the freezer. So it's great to have other options for when it keeps you from just running to the store because you're out of fruit. My kids love fruit. I'm not a fruit fan. I don't know where they get that from their father. But yeah, 2 huge bags. We've been getting their sour cream, this Nancy's brand, organic. I wonder if you can get that at Sam's Club too. I've seen it. I've seen other people's hauls that have this. But I hadn't paid attention to where they got it from, and I don't think it was Azure Standard. But it does have probiotics in it. We eat a lot of sour cream. How great to add another product to our diet that has probiotics in it. Well, they have cottage cheese, and then when I looked at the reviews, it was very, very good. So I thought I would try this cottage cheese. If we like it a whole lot, we might get 2 of these next month. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. Why not make it more healthy? Wow, I got piano background music now. And I got this huge thing of blueberries. This was also like featured or on sale. Oh, wow. Oh, really, Gable? And we're gonna just wash these up, and I'll just let them eat it. Honestly, I could preserve it, but
I'll eat it.
It's a 10-pound flat. 10 pounds of blueberries. They will eat it so fast, guys. That's not even an issue.
That'll be gone within a week.
Yeah, it will be. I've never preserved blueberries, but I think you have, if you're freezing them, you have to poke a hole in them. Is that right? Or is that just for freeze drying them? I don't have a freeze dryer. I guess I could make blueberry jam. I don't know. If you had 10 pounds of blueberries and you didn't eat them all, I would love to know what you would do with them, just for some ideas. Okay, another thing I got is this huge box of salmon. We have gotten this before and loved it. It is a 10-pound, once again. Oh, she's excited. 10-pound box of salmon. They're good cuts. They taste very good. They're wild caught Alaskan salmon. No farm raised stuff over here. Well, we buy farm raised stuff sometimes, but this is not, and that's why I got it. We do not eat salmon all the time. It is not very affordable for our large family, but we do like to eat it here and there. I use it for one of my meals if we hadn't thawed meat. Someone's singing. She's singing, yes, Jesus loves me. We do it for like, welcome to my life, people. Okay, Gable, time to go back outside. Let's go. We also get our cod lately from Azure Standard, which I will probably buy again soon. It's so good. It's good for our kids to eat fish. We just don't do it all the time. I think that's what I was talking about. But I do love to have it around because I want them to get it here and there. For us in Nebraska, it's really hard to find good quality fish. I'm willing to spend a little more on it and eat it a little less, I guess. That's what we've come down to. You gotta give and take, give and take. We got a big bag of, a 25-pound bag of popcorn. I have only bought a little popcorn from them before. We loved it. We do popcorn here and there, especially like Sunday nights when we have a lot of kids over. We'll just add popcorn to whatever we're making to make things go farther sometimes. It's great to have popcorn around, right? So that'll be fun. 2 bags of flour. This is just boring stuff that I always get. Love the flour though. Helps us make a lot of sourdough bread because we're making all our bread around here. And then here's the other toilet paper that he stopped to get me. They gave it to him because they could see that I clearly had bought 2. Wow. Noelle thinks those blueberries are gonna last us 3 days, so she might be right. $4.48 plus $490 is what we spent in raw milk this month. We pay for it at the beginning of the month. $950 for Azure Standard is $1,888. That is cutting it real close. Oh, but I'm gonna subtract that $200 I was able to get from Sam's Cash, so that's $1,688, and we're gonna go to Costco still. So I think I'm saving money only because of that Sam's Cash this month. I have a couple things of toothpaste coming from Amazon, so that would be added in there too. I don't even know what the totals of that are, so not much for personal care items. Okay, next day, same sweatshirt probably. We went to Costco. I had to have Solo go with me because I lost my Costco card, so he met me there for a little bit. And we walked through there and I got some good stuff. Actually, I think I need to go into Costco a little more often. We do keep a Costco membership, but I hardly ever go. For one, keep losing my card. For 2, somebody just asked me, a friend of mine here on YouTube, Amanda, I'll link her channel down below. She's sweet. She does grocery hauls too. She has a lot of kids. But she was asking me, why do you pick Costco, or why do you pick Sam's over Costco? One is Scan and Go. I love Scan and Go. When you're doing Scan and Go, by the way, this is how much I love it. You don't have to ever stand in the line. You stand in the line to go out the door, but you don't have to stand in a checkout line. I just love that so much. Also, they have pickup service, which Costco does not have. Those 2 things are huge for me. I do think that the Costco offers more organic options, more healthy choices for a great price than Sam's Club. Although Sam's Club has a lot. I think I need to go into Costco a little more often, especially because there are a few things I've been getting at Azure Standard that are just as good a quality but a better price at Costco. So that's a great reason for me to go over there more often. Our pantry was looking real low, our food storage, on several canned items. One was corn, so this is a 12-pack, got 4 of them, so 48 cans of corn. They have, I didn't see organic there, but they did have non-GMO corn, which I can't find at Sam's Club. They have organic tomato sauce, which is way cheaper than if I bought it at Azure Standard, and it's not organic at Sam's Club. So sometimes I get it at Sam's, but since I was going into Costco, I got it there. And then I also got 4 boxes of tomato paste, same story. I picked up some of these noodles to try out. I hope there are 2 of each kind. I hope they are enough to feed us, but I could combine them because they're about the same size noodles. We usually do 2 pounds per meal for our family. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like it should be enough. I love the ingredients. It's made out of Seminole flour, and it's basically what we make our own noodles with, but I'm not always making noodles, and I love making homemade fresh noodles, but I also like keeping some on the shelf, and it's hard to find like whole wheat noodles in bulk at Sam's Club, so I thought I'd try these out. So we just got 1 of these packs and 1 of these packs to keep in our pantry, and then we were out of ramen. We usually buy the cheap ramen just to have a whole bunch of it in our storage, but a couple of my boys have been eating it quite often, several times a week. They throw out the packets and they just eat the noodles. Anyway, recently I made the mistake of reading how those noodles are made, and it's not awesome. So I was looking at these. They did have them at Azure Standard, so I thought, well, let me look see if they have them at Costco, and sure enough, they do. We have never tried this before, so I can't attest if it's good or not, but we're going to. Micah told me he loves rice ramen noodles. Maybe he's tried them. There's 12 in each one, and it's just the noodle, which is exactly what we want anyway. We're not throwing some away then. So we'll try these out. I got 4 of them, so that's 48 ramen. And then we tried this one too, which actually is a little cheaper per ounce even. And I don't know if they'll like it or not, but we just got it to try out. So I'll definitely put this on my regular Costco list. I think all of these things that I've gotten. And then I found this. That was a very good deal there too. They had non-organic. I just picked this one, but I might try the other one next time. Got 2 of these. These I definitely would like around for, what is this over here? For making mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise, because it doesn't taste as strong as when I make my mayonnaise with olive oil. So that's good. I wanted to check out late July chips. We've been getting those. Someone's eating them next to me. Can you hear that? We've been getting them from Azure Standard, and like I showed you, and I just wanted to see because so many of you told me that they're at Costco, and this is the only brand I could find. It actually tastes a lot like Doritos. It's a little spicy, the Mexican street corn. This is the only flavor I could find. If you were one that was appalled that I spent $5 on a bag of family-sized chips, you'll need to sit down for this. This 1.5 pound bag was $5.99. Eli was with me and he asked for those. These are already open and they've been waiting for me to film so they can take them outside. Have fun with that. And then the last thing I got are these, you're welcome, are these 2 kinds of sausages. These are Polish sausage, 100% grass-fed beef, very good ingredients, and I like the ingredients in these too. So compared to the sausages I've been getting at Azure Standard, this is definitely a better deal here. I eat these, like I said, for breakfast or lunch, but also Luka and Micah also love them a lot, and so I think I'm going to start, I'll miss the cheese-filled hickory smoked ones, but I think I'm definitely going to start stocking up on these instead, because they are a much better deal. They're uncured, so it's nice that they come in packs of 4, this one. This is the uncured one, and that way they won't go bad when I can just take out a little at a time. So yes, when Eli wants veggie straws, I have no problem getting stuff that is not healthy at all. I know those aren't healthy. Actually, we are not purists in any way. You could catch us at McDonald's. We haven't been there for a while, but I am not against that. And we don't eat perfectly healthy all the time. My theory is that I would like to keep in stock things that are healthy choices that we cook with from scratch, like clean ingredients, real food as much as possible. And little by little, I've been trying to switch out even the ingredients I buy that were real food into just better quality things. We've gone a long time without ever buying anything organic. Yes. Oh, did you bring me all those dandelions? Thank you, Seth. Oh, that's so sweet. But as we can find it in our budget, then we've been trying to switch things so that when we're stocking up on things, then we're not stocking up on veggie straws, but we are stocking up on ramen, so I would like to try to find a better quality ramen. Does that make sense? And the only way we've really been able to get to the point where we can make room for it in our grocery budget, well, we've had to increase our grocery budget just to make it, but is by buying in bulk. And so I don't have to buy everything that we need for the month because we have so much of it in our storage. So just the things we do need, we're trying to upgrade as we can. Obviously, I got a lot less ramen if I would have spent the same amount of money on the real cheap stuff. But, you know, it's give and take. I've been saying that the whole video. But yeah, just know that we're not eating like perfectly all the time. But when we're cooking at home, it's pretty good. It's pretty good quality, and it's nice and nutritious meals that are filling everybody up. And we're just doing the best we can. And I know you guys are too. My total, when you add in, this was $266, I think. I can't remember. But when I added it all up with all the things, including that raw milk, it was $1,950, which leaves me exactly $50 to get some fruit in the middle of the month, which is perfect. It's only because I had that cash back at Sam's Club. We actually got a little cash back for our Costco card too, but I didn't add that back into it. So anyway, we spent it on shoes and socks for some boys here. It's gone already. Thank you guys for watching. We will talk to you again in the next video. Bye. Ooh, one more thing. Did you notice? No Diet Coke this month. I'm drinking iced tea. Pray for me.